Today I want to talk about the difference between instant chemistry, which can make us feel off balance and addicted to a man often, even when we know he's not right for us, and real chemistry, which can actually be created over time with the right man for you, and it's lasting, and it makes you feel safe, not this off balance feeling that we can feel when we're with the wrong man for us. So again, this is a live video. If you have a history of just attracting great men who are into you and crazy about you and who just want to be there for the long haul with you, this probably won't apply. But this is really for women who have had a pattern of attracting men who aren't right for them, or men who always leave them heartbroken, or who keep them at a distance. So if that is something you can relate to, maybe this will help. So if that's the case, and it definitely was for me too, instant chemistry can blow away our best interests sometimes. It can really mess with our man picker, so to speak, and actually work against us. Because when you have some of these patterns, you can really choose chemistry over the whole package a lot of times. I was just the queen of choosing chemistry over the whole package over and over and over. And, you know, for all the reasons we've been talking about, this instant chemistry is something that's sort of created by our subconscious mind, which is pulling us towards what feels familiar to us. So whatever we felt like love was earlier in life, for example, you know, a man comes along who feels like home to us for those reasons. You know, your subconscious wants to say, this is familiar, you've survived this, and it will create that spark of attraction and that instant chemistry with some of these men who aren't right for you for whatever reason. So I've definitely been there, and this is something you can absolutely turn around. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. So basically, if you can hook up your feelings of chemistry with a man's masculine action towards you, then you've really got something. So many women I work with, and I was definitely this way myself, their feelings of chemistry are hooked up with men whose energy is not coming towards them, or, you know, whose energy is moving away from them. So what you want to do is look at his masculine action towards you. I always say the number one thing you should be looking for in a man is that his energy is coming towards you. That's the whole thing right there. The number one thing you should be looking for. If it's not coming towards you, I say just drop him. You know, and absolutely open yourself up to dating other men and experiencing what it feels like for a man's energies coming towards you. And, you know, the next thing you should be looking for is how you feel about yourself when you're with him, when he's right in front of you and when he's not right in front of you. A lot of women say, you know, oh, it's great when we're together, you know, there's all this chemistry and attraction, but when he's not right in front of me, or I go long periods of time without hearing from him, I start to feel insecure and anxious, and I start to analyze everything I said or did, replaying everything, what went wrong. I can definitely relate to that. Perhaps you can too. So, number one thing is that his energy is coming towards you. The next thing is how you feel about yourself in his presence. You know, can you be yourself around him? Can you open up to him? And just know that he's going to accept you for exactly as you are. That is so crucially important, because if you always feel like you are walking on eggshells with a man, or you're afraid to, you know, reveal certain things about yourself because you're afraid he won't accept you, it can make you get caught up in this instant chemistry, because what happens is you start to focus on his qualities. If you're not focusing on how you feel about yourself in his presence, you can, you know, sort of ignore your own issues and start to focus on his qualities, like, oh, he's so attractive and charismatic, or smart, you know, he's so brilliant and we have this great conversation, and just completely ignore how you feel about yourself, which is often not very good, especially if he's not accepting you, not coming towards you all the time. So this is really something to take a look at. And really, you know, as far as I'm concerned, nothing means anything unless he is showing you with his actions that he wants to move things forward. His actions, his masculine action towards you. So forget about attaching meaning to all these other things like, oh, well, we have great chemistry, because the great news is real chemistry, real lasting chemistry that is just lasts for a lifetime and you can't lose it, can absolutely be created. And this is what I did myself. This is, what I teach my clients to do. With the right man for you, real chemistry can be created. So I don't want you to have to worry like, oh, I have to end up with some guy who's boring or where there's no chemistry. It's definitely not the case. So to create real chemistry with the right man for you, you have to be comfortable enough with yourself and open up in front of him. There are all different ways to do this. We're going to talk about that in later videos. That's working from the outside in. Up until now, we've mostly been talking about working from the inside out. So I wanted to start introducing the other side of this, working from the outside in, opening up in front of him and just seeing how he loves you and accepts you and does not want to change a single thing about you. And, that's like, wow, I remember, when I was dating my husband, just thinking, wow, I can really just be myself around him. And he doesn't want to change a single thing about me. And that was very different from what I'd experienced in my past. So that was a great thing. And I love talking to women who are starting to experience this for themselves. That's how you develop this real chemistry over time, which is so much better than this instant chemistry thing. It's the difference between like a cheap thrill that just lasts, a few hours and just this amazing love that you can never lose. With the right man for you, that true love, you can never lose it. So you don't have to worry about it. And it doesn't make you feel off balance. It makes you feel safe and secure and just like you can completely be yourself and you'll never lose that love. So I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this. And in the next few videos, we're going to be talking about how to work from the outside in to combine with everything we've been talking about working from the inside out. So I will see you next time.